Hey guys, Steve here from Spanish for Educators, and I wanted to get at two things here with a little quick update as far as our 2026 cohort. I'm really excited for our upcoming trip to Guatemala in June, and I just want to make sure we're all on the same page so we can, number one, have the best time possible, and number two, hopefully save a little bit of a little bit of money on your flights. So this is meant to be able to not only help you set up a flight updater through Kayak, but also to be able to remind you of one other thing. So we'll get to that in a minute. But first, if you'd be so kind, and you're welcome to be able to pause as you're watching this and go over to kayak.com, set up an account, and in order to be able to do these updates, you do need to have an account. So you can see there, you don't need to do a profile picture like I did. I use this all the time, so I decided to get fancy with it. We're going to put in our dates that we want. So to go to that, depending on whether you're going to Tikal, you're definitely going to want to do your scheduled arrival on June 7th. If you are finding a flight that's a little bit better or cheaper that's on the 5th or the 6th, that's okay. And we do have a daily rate as far as staying with a homestay family. So our transport guy, Luis, is awesome, and he's willing to come whenever, day or night, or the middle of the night, to come get you. And we'll go over all that stuff as far as when we have our orientation. But most likely you're going to schedule your departure for the 7th of June and your return for going back from to the U.S. on Saturday the 20th. If you're going to Tikal, you can schedule your return to the U.S. anytime on Tuesday the 23rd. But other than that, it's going to be from June 7th to June 20th. I, on the other hand, am going to be getting there on the 6th to be able to make sure we're all good to go and everything's all ready to go. So that's why on mine here I have from Denver to Guatemala City, arriving on the 6th and departing on the 20th. So I'm going to search for that. It will have a bunch of different options. It'll give you all the different prices and the schedules. You can do all the filters and everything like that as far as what you're looking for. You do need to have this, and you'll only be able to select this once you have an account set up where it says track prices. And you can even say, I'm looking for something for less than whatever or whatnot. But as long as you do that track prices, you should start getting an email that says, here's the most recent price for your Guatemala trip. So that is for the first thing as far as setting up that kayak alert. When you do get your flight, please send that to me so I can get that all over to Luis. Also, we have this, let me just get to the right spot here, as my daughter is singing so nicely in the background. Here we go. So we have this registration part 2 that came along with the email that I sent this video in. For this, it's just getting some information that'll be helpful as far as putting you with the best possible homestay family, making sure that we can get any dietary restrictions or any allergies, pet allergies, whatever, as well as when you get it, your flight. If you don't have your flight, you can still do this. So don't feel like just because you don't have your flight yet, you can't do this. In fact, I have gotten this already from Rachel, Alice, Steph, and Allie and Micah. So I have gotten it from all of those people, so you guys are good. But for everybody else, make sure that you are doing your registration part 2. Other than that, thanks guys. And I'll be getting out more info as our orientation setting.